2, 1.
All right, welcome everyone to On Beat Off Script, the music review podcast that you've been waiting for. It's the one where we review music, and it's really cool, and we make funny jokes and terrible transitions and all sorts of fun things that make you like music more. I am Incredibob, also known as Bob. This is my amazing, fantastic, incredible partner, Mel. Mel, how are you today? What's going on? Tell me everything.
I'm really excited to finish recording so I can play Stardew Valley on my couch.
Everyone, we need you to know this is the episode that almost didn't happen.
It is, yeah.
We were both, before podcast today, we were like, we really don't want to do this. We'd rather just sit around and play video games all day instead of doing this. But we already missed it last week. We were supposed to have this recording out a week ago. And, you know, we should probably stop being degenerate pieces of trash for at least a little bit longer. So here we are recording our podcast because we love you guys. We want you, all 20 of you that listen to us.
All 20, we've got like a whopping 114 subscribers on YouTube now.
That's a lot of subscribers, and they're all waiting for the next On Beat Off Script. Yeah,
we can't let them down.
We
cannot let them down.
This is for your viewers and listeners. So
yeah, Spotify numbers aren't as impressive. People like to see our faces, I guess.
Yeah. Who can blame them? Look at us.
I know.
Look at these sexy bitches right here. We've got a fun one for you coming up here. We are going to review The Mountain by Gorillaz. The Gorillaz are kind of a cool little band that's been around for a while. Mel, do you have a really cool bio to tell us about the Gorillaz?
Yeah, so we first covered the Gorillaz back in episode 20 with the release of the Manifesto, which was the lead single for this album. I put we have a bit of a theme today because we did cover a lot of well, I guess no, Bruno Mars we didn't, but Megan Maroney we covered the lead single for. Anyway, It's not that much of a theme. It only happened twice. But I take everything back. Yeah, pattern.
More of a pattern. Yeah.
I think it has to happen at least 3 times to be considered a theme, but you know,
that's what they say.
We're here. Anyway, so they're a British virtual hip hop band formed in 1998 by Damon Albarn, who's like the sole musician, and graphic artist Jamie Hewlett, who is the character design and the creator of the full visual universe. So they were later permanently joined by Remy Kabaka Jr. as their permanent producer. They are probably best known for their hit Feel Good Inc., which snagged them a Grammy. And they are known for their animated characters who are 2D on vocals and keyboards, Murdoch on bass, Noodle on keyboard and guitar, and Russell on drums. This is their 9th studio album, and it was largely recorded while Albarn and Hewlett traveled through India, and it features what looks like an infinite amount of collaborations, and most of them are just traditional Indian artists themselves. Yep. So we don't have to repeat their names all the time. I am going to just...
Thank goodness.
I know. I'm going to call out some of the repeat appearances, which include Anushka Shankar, who's playing the sitar throughout the album. Ajay Prasanna, who's on the bansuri, which is a bamboo flute, an Indian bamboo flute. And then we have Aman Ali Bangash on guitar and Ayan Ali Bangash on guitar as well. So I'm assuming that's like a sibling duo. And they've described this album as being a cohesive conceptual work that explores death and the afterlife, and they urge fans to listen from beginning to end. Their big inspiration for this is they feel like mainstream media is happening too quick, and they're trying to break away from that doom scroll mentality, and they want you to spend time with their art again, which I really appreciate.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
God knows we need that now more than ever.
Please. Yeah, we need to take a few steps back as a society. Like we're evolving too quickly.
Yes. Absolutely. Speaking of themes, today for our bios, I'm supplementing Mel's bios of our albums, or of our artists rather, with quick chat GPT 50-word bios read in the persona of a caveman. So here's Gorillaz. Gorillaz strange band. not real humans. Cartoon tribe make music magic. Man named Damon Albarn lead sound cave. Funk beat, hip hop drum, weird future noise. Songs come from cartoon world with blue hair singer. Caveman confused, but like boom boom rhythm. Tribe nod head. Music feel like dream after eating questionable berry. There you have it.
That's incredible.
That is this is never going to happen again. But yeah, that's your caveman reading the Gorillaz bio. You're welcome.
Should this be something we bring back every time Dad's not supervising?
We might do we might not do cavemen next time, but we'll find
switch it up.
Way. Yeah, we'll switch up a little bit. Incredibob likes to bring fun to things. That's what I do. So something a little bit unique. I'm sure all the other music podcasts are also doing that, but you know, they influence me so much. So,
oh my God.
That being said, let's get into The Mountain by Gorillaz. The Mountain happens to be our first track, our title track. Let's give it a listen starting right about now. And immediately, so Mel obviously mentioned that this is kind of an Indian themed album. If you're a fan of the Gorillaz because of Feel Good Inc. and Clint Eastwood, you might be a little taken aback at this point. That being said, Mel, what do you think of this first track?
Yeah. Wow. I thought this was such a cool start. It's like a super atmospheric opening. Yeah, you have all the traditional instruments. I did put a note. I'd love to have the knowledge to tell you more about those, but I don't. They just sound really nice. Mm-hmm. I like how they slowly just introduce more, and like there's a beat that joins in that's a cool earworm. It felt very like bubbly to me was how I was describing it. I don't know. But yeah, I like how we kept adding layers. And like as a preface, I listened to this very late last Friday because we were supposed to record last Saturday and I was super stoned. It was deep into the night and I kept hitting the bong to get through my night. And so it kept giving me something new to hyperfixate on every time, which I was just having so much fun with. And then we do eventually get vocals that come in like 4 minutes into the track that were very like spacey and echoey and like manic. And it gave such a weird spatial feeling. And I highly recommend listening to it in headphones because it was really fucking trippy. It was wild. What a weird start, but I was in.
Yeah. What a unique, weird start. It starts immediately coming in very, very chill, very zen kind of blend of those Indian instrumentations that you mentioned that we're going to see throughout the album. The sitar, the bansuri, the sarod. All sorts of good stuff. Very cool sound, very zen sound. I bet I'm sad that I wasn't under any sort of influence for my listen because that sounds amazing.
It was so fun.
The lyrics at the end, basically American actor Dennis Hopper was the one saying those lyrics, and he basically says the mountain a whole bunch, just the mountain, and it's a cool little, I don't know, it's something about it is very unique, very cool. Something you might find in a moon cave. Actually, is what that sounded right. Our next song is The Moon Cave, and this has a bunch of features on it, as you mentioned. Asha Patholi, I'm going to butcher the hell out of these. Bobby Womack, Dave Jolaker, Jalen Naganda, Black Thought, the lead singer of The Roots, who's in a lot of these songs throughout the album as well. Let's listen to The Moon Cave, shall we? We shall.
We shall. In case you couldn't tell by the length of the clip, this is one of my favorites.
Mel liked this song. Yeah, this and listen, now you're kind of getting back to, if you didn't recognize the Gorillaz in the first song, this is definitely a Gorillaz coded song. We've kind of got those electronica beats they're known so well for, but also still incorporating all those chill Indian vibes. We got some strings coming in here, some violins, some cello, some harp, all sorts of cool Indian instrumentation coming through, but also again that kind of Gorillaz electronica, and of course the lyrics and vocals coming in that you're used to as a Gorillaz fan. Mel, what'd you think?
Yeah, I like how we start off very atmospheric again, but it kind of starts to layer back in, and we actually get vocals from like 2D.
Yep.
I really liked the "You must wash your perfume from your body" line. Like, it just felt like we had to cleanse from, I don't know, like unnatural things. Like, just go back to the way things, I don't know, strip back everything a little bit. Absolutely. I love how like the bridge had a really like sick soulful switch up with the vocals from Jalen Naganda, and that like transitions to Black Thought rapping, which I was a big fan of. They do incorporate samples from Trugoy the Dove, who was a member of De La Soul, which I thought was really, really nice. So that was like little tidbits throughout the rap. I just thought this song was such a trip. I had so much fun with it. I was so in. Yeah.
Yeah, this song's a highlight of the album for me for sure. And Black Thought features in a lot of the songs on this album, and I think his features every time knock it out of the park. He is so good. And I will mention this at the end of the review, but my favorite Gorillaz songs always include some element of hip hop. And they do it incredibly in this album as well. So great song. That brings us up to The Happy Dictator, which hits different these days. So that's fun. But let's hear what the Gorillaz think about their Happy Dictator as soon as I learn how to drag and drop on my computer. Here we go.
As the shadows they are forming, come and join me center stage. If you're empty and abstracted and your broken heart is full of rage, in a world of fiction, I am a velvet glove. I am your soul, your resurrection. I am the love.
By the way, the barking dogs are not a feature of the song. They're just the dogs in my background going nuts. So I apologize for anyone that heard that. But Mel, what do you think of The Happy Dictator?
Oh, this one was so fun. So yeah, we have like an intro by Russell that was giving like sermon in an arcade vibe that I thought was so weird, but I loved it. The verses are bouncing between like 2D and Russell, which I thought added a really cool texture. The earworms in this one were wild, and there's some like chipmunk-esque vocal filtering that was just like a trip. And the satire here I thought was so much fun, but I did write I would totally fall for this cult. So yeah, a little background on it. It was inspired by Alburn's trip with his daughter to Turkmenistan, and they had a dictator there that banned all bad news. So he wanted to keep things upbeat and let everybody stay unworried about the world. So it's like, it's actually crazy that like, I mean, dictators suck, but that sounds so nice. So
Oh man, yeah, that is. And unfortunately, that's extremely topical these
Yeah,
days.
it really is.
Stay happy, guys. Everything's just fine.
Everything's just fine.
There's definitely not crazy things happening all over the world.
Yeah.
And,
Like, wow, that sounds actually like a dream, but
Yeah.
dictator's bad, guys. Dictator's
As they say,
bad.
ignorance is bliss.
It really
So,
is. Yeah.
Yeah. The song has some 80s electronica vibes to it. I didn't have a whole lot more to say about this other than like, I literally wrote down the Gorillaz are just freaking amazing because every song is so unique. And even if songs don't hit at the time or whatever, like after a couple listens, they always like come back and they're always it's always an adventure listening to them in the best way. You know what I mean? So
Agree.
yeah, another good song. As you said, a lot of kind of vocal stems throughout this as well. So. That brings us to The Hardest Thing. This is featuring Tony Allen. Let's listen to The Hardest Thing.
You know the hardest thing is to say goodbye to someone you love. That is the hardest thing. And when the curtains rise and the party begins, do you laugh? Do you break down inside, wondering how you got to the afterlife?
What do you think?
This one felt more like an intermission, which I guess will like play into the next track. It actually just kind of felt like more of like an introduction to the next track. But I thought it was so Tony Allen is singing in Yoruba, which is a West African language, to start off the track. And the translation I looked up was "Hurry up, let's go, rise up your mind or your thoughts." And I felt like here we're working through this like grief. Like we're working through this grief and it's very, I don't know, like it's such an interesting vibe. And then like the horns just popped off out of nowhere, which was such like a trip. I mean, conceptually it makes so much sense to me as far as like the album goes. As far as like a standalone track, I don't know when I would ever listen to it again, but I do think it is so mandatory for the story.
Yes. Yeah, thematically, story-wise, you definitely need to listen to the song. Do you need to listen to it every time? No. I think once you hear it once, you get the messaging. And yeah, the translation I saw was "keep your head up."
Oh, keep your head up makes more sense. Yeah.
Well, it's the same. They're saying the same thing in two
yeah.
different dialects, I suppose. But
Yeah.
But yeah, as you say, this really does kind of come into the next track. And that next track is Orange County. So Orange County, let's give it a little spin. Oops, there we go. I got this.
I understand you lost the day to get tomorrow back, but what of the toll? That's the hardest thing I'm not your enemy. Your legacy frightens me. Will I keep it gold, or will it spoil before I get the chance to grow? I don't know if I can take this anymore. So why you trying to break me? I don't know if I can stay on board.
So just like with the Happy Dictator, we've got some super cheerful and jovial vibes and things happening here. But the subject matter is not fun, not a good time. As you mentioned, the song is pulling in the same verse from the last song. The hardest thing is to say goodbye to someone you love. That's the hardest thing. We've got some super playful and jovial electronic keyboard backing, as well as the whistling that is oh so catchy. Like you just want to whistle along with it. Such a sharp contrast from the lyrics. Go ahead, Mel.
This one, I'm torn if it's my favorite or my second favorite. It's a tie between the next two, I think. I am such a sucker for sad songs with happy beats, and there's just so much going on. I love like how they're like Kara Jackson's trading verses with 2D, which it's so much fun. The back and forth, the vibe is so upbeat, the cadence is so fun, the whistling is keeping everything so lighthearted.
Yeah.
I love, okay, so the last song, it feels like here we're going through all of the stages of grief, or like the first song, like the hardest thing was maybe like, it's really fresh, we're really devastated, and we're kind of like in a mourning stage, where this one felt more of like a celebration of life. Like we've accepted it, and it's like we're not sad anymore. We're just like thinking about everything we loved about that person. And I just loved this track so much. I don't know why. It was.
I think that's there, but I think they're still struggling with it too in the song. I don't know if I could take this anymore. So why are you trying to break me? Like that says to me, like, they're like halfway there. Or,
yeah,
you know, they're swinging back and forth between life is good now, but I hate everything. You know, it's pretty good. It's a crazy cool song. I love it. It's very unique, very catchy, but also very deep at the same time, which is a theme going forward. That will bring us to the God. I'm done with the transitions for now. I can't think of any good ones for these. These are hard transitions. Yeah. So the God of
very
Lying.
Specific.
Yeah, they really are. Let's listen to the God of Lying featuring Idols right now.
Oh, that was my favorite part of the song. I loved it so much.
That's so interesting. I don't like it that much. But
oh my God.
What do you like about it?
I'm stoned as fuck. So here, so here I also thought we had a mix of like classic Gorillaz sound along with this really experimental, like full concept playing out. Like that bridge with their vocals blending together is so satisfying. And I like how we're like really exploring these themes of like alcoholism, but their vocals get so distorted and hazy, and it's like we're actually drunk with them in that moment, which I thought was just such a cool vibe. Oh, I don't know. Also, the line, there's such a terrific chance there's nothing beyond what you believe. Like, they're just hitting us with really, really, really heavy themes here. Yeah. I don't know. The storytelling in this one fucking got me. I was so sold.
And not just through the lyrics. As you mentioned, the way they're like using the music to portray emotion. Like, that's happened a couple songs already. It's going to happen in a couple of future songs. Yeah, so like it's a story through and through lyrics and through the way the music is played. I didn't like this one as much, but I can definitely, like, if you're in it and you're feeling the story, like, it's fucking perfect. And I definitely get that, and I appreciate that. So there's definitely some deep bass and some rhythmic percussion going out throughout all this. There's that distortion with the lyrics that not the most pleasant to listen to, again, unless you're in that zone. But a lot going on here. And this is another song that kind of leads into pretty well to the next song, which is the Empty Dream Machine. Let's give this a listen.
I'm a chasing man right now I feel this pain, I feel this transition, but I don't know what to say. Release me now. An empty dream machine without you.
Listening to Asha sing dumb, model dumb. We acquire honor from it, but a model come. A heart driven by the drummers, what I borrow from in the shadowy light of the night until tomorrow come.
Goddamn. This is one of my favorites on the album. I love the Empty Dream Machine. There's again, you've got that mixture with classical Indian music, setting such a vibe, and then diving into that hip hop feature, which we got a little bit there for Black Thought again. Just so good. 2D sounds like he's like mourning throughout this song, stating things like the empty dream machine without you. Like he is going through a lot of grief, which again we kind of felt a little bit of in the last couple of songs, rather. And he's, even as he's trying to put on that happy face in Orange County, he is still feeling it, still feeling rough here. Black Thought kills his feature again. That's what I've got on this one. What do you think, Mel?
Yeah, Black Thought was like a huge highlight for me in this one. I love the vocals of like when it gets really techie and distorted, that empty dream machine without you vibe. Every time they use their distortion so well, and it's not just like distortion for distortion's sake. Like they just do such a good job of telling a story. I really like, there's a line, gold tooth in a trash can was the beginning of me kind of taking my last stand. I loved that line so much. And then I really liked the outro, like 2D's trading vocals with a female, I'm not sure who, but it felt like it was really emphasizing like that the trading vocals was just emphasizing that need for each other for me. And I don't know. So this is a really nice song. I really like this one too. Yeah.
I didn't think of it that way. That's good. I love that. Yeah. That was probably my second favorite song on the album, rather.
Ooh.
My first favorite was The Manifesto, which we don't have a clip for because we did cover this back in, I want to say October or November last year, something like that. But The Manifesto, the notes I have on it here, because I did write notes again. I wrote, half of this song is in Spanish, which is a direct insult to me personally as an English-speaking white man. Why aren't they catering specifically to me and singing about mowing the grass and putting on my boots? And there's my political commentary for the day.
Still riled up about the halftime show.
I'm still riled up about that very, very dumb halftime show.
Not Bad
The Bad Bunny one was good, yes.
Yeah, we're making fun of the Kid Rock one. Yep. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
If you guys
I just want to make sure the internet knows.
They better know that we are not. That is not our vibe.
Yeah. This song is as close to a 10 out of 10 song that this song just does it for me. I listened to this so many times when we listened to the single a few months ago, and then again as a part of this album, it's fucking perfect. I love this song. Incredible beat, incredible features from Proof and Truno. Truno? I don't know. I
think Truno, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole song is just a goddamn vibe. So yeah, Manifesto, incredible. Did you have any notes on the Manifesto you want to share?
I just I think like the culture and genre blending here is just top tier. It's like masterclass. When we first covered this, at the time I gave it an 8, which I made a note was way too low. I don't think I fully understood what was happening with this track when it came out, and having more context with it in the album, I have such a greater appreciation for it. So yeah, no, I love this one.
Yeah, I've got it at like a 9.75 out of 10, and I'm pretty damn close to 10. Like yeah, the Spanish, the Indian vibes, the hip hop, like so many of these genres clashing together. The Manifesto is such an aptly named title. So, that being said, we're going to move on to The Plastic Guru, which is our next song featuring Johnny Marr and Anushka Shankar. Damn it. Didn't say it right. But anyway.
I think you had it better the first time.
Yeah. Tupac Shaker. Let's go. What do you think of this one, though?
This was such a trip. This was giving like Happy Dictator vibes again with like that beat. The chorus is so chanty and like churchy and culty, but it really plays up that guru vibe. I love the line starring in your own show and selling your snake oil, like just fully calling out all of these like influencers who are on their high horses, and I really like the narrative of this song a lot, and it's with a fun little beat.
Yeah, it's a fun little beat. It's not my favorite musically on the album, but I think it's still a strong showing. I'm going to butcher the story, but I heard this. I read online that this was they made this song because I guess a couple of the Gorillaz guys were in India for the making of this album. They were in India visiting, and I guess someone like walked up to them, pretending to be a guru, saying, "Oh my God, like I have to tell you you're reading, or I know so many things about you or something." And then like it ended up that the guru, quote unquote, was just like someone like filming a TV show or something.
Ew.
That brought these Gorillaz members onto that TV show or something, and they didn't realize they were filming until too late. I am butchering the hell out of the story, but that's kind of where the plastic guru came
Got
from.
it.
Like just this guy claiming to be a guru,
Essentially to use them as clout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
100%.
gross.
So that's kind of what the story is. And so anyone in the comments that knows the actual story, that the better details, please feel free to share it. But, it's something like that. That's a very terrible abridged version of it, and I don't have it in front of me, or else I would read it out loud. But that's kind of what I remember reading about. So yeah, interesting little tidbit there. But that brings us into Delirium, featuring Mark E. Smith. Let's hear a little bit of Delirium. What another unique song.
It's a trip. That chorus just goes wild. Like, yeah, I just noted like this new god is bringing like total chaos and mania, and it's just, it all almost sounds like nonsense, but it's just such a trip. I also noted the line, "I've been in the chat rooms waiting for the end to begin," which I can't help but feel like is just like a narrative of, everyone just waiting for why am I blanking on the Christianity version, the name of the what's the end of the world? What do they call the end of the world?
God, not the Holocaust. Good Lord.
It's something like they're that, waiting for that day. One day.
God.
Why
That's
am
gonna
I?
Bug me.
It's not Judgment Day. It's like
It's something like Judgment Day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm actually blanking so hard. Hold on.
Yeah.
That is a Catholic thing, right? Like a Catholicism.
Yes. 100%. Yeah.
End of days, like the end of days. The
people watching this now are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, they're. Is it just called the end times? Rapture. Rapture is the word I was looking for.
Rapture.
Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. The rapture.
We're fucking idiots together. I couldn't remember it either.
I could not
on the tip of my tongue.
I know, I could not get there. But yeah, it's just giving like rapture vibes for me, and I appreciate the take in the narrative behind it.
I love that. Yeah, musically, this starts out kind of calm, but it really then it slowly builds into this really manic, loud electronica. Like when those Delirium lyrics kick in, the chorus kicks in. I love how this. I'm assuming it's this Mark Smith character that's yelling Delirium. I love how in the audio mix it's going from left speaker to right speaker as he's yelling it. So it's really manic. It's delirious.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the song's about, so I wrote down that, but it sounds like you're probably on the right track there. So I believe my lyrics.
That's what I got out of that one line, at least. That's
yeah. I'm kind of digging it. It's different. It's not one I'll listen to over and over again, but I do feel like the track is kind of a banger.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that like there might not be a lot of songs here that my favorites are songs that I would 100% add to a playlist, no questions asked. But I have an appreciation for every single track on this album for the story it's telling. Like,
oh, absolutely.
It all, nothing feels out of place and everything's just so wild.
Yeah, when we're all said and done here, I've got a pretty similar take on this entire album. But before we get there, we've got to go through 5 more tracks, and one of those is Damascus. Let's hear a little bit of Damascus featuring Omar Soliman, which is quite the name, and Yasin Bey. Sorry, I apologize. Yasin Bey. Let's go.
Ship from Damascus, need more point. The fantasy is real, feel free, enjoy. New brand news in our old school voice. Hush, Habibti, it's time to make noise. Here to navigate the waves in the dark, no map. Stars in the heavens and the breeze on my back. Hallelujah, holla, Fodo, Yalla, Turkish coffee, Starbucks, get off. Here to navigate the waves in the dark, no map. Stars in the heavens and the breeze on my back. Know where I'm headed and I'll be where I'm at. That's the way it is and it's like fresh
Banger.
I really like this song too.
Yeah.
I love that we're like trading like hip hop and Indian fusion in the verses. The way they merge that is just so cool. It's like super atmospheric again in the beginning. I noted so like distorted vocals that for me felt like they were just being used to create texture, but when you look them up, they're going through the days of the week, and then when they hit Thursday, it's a complete crash out. And whenever, so I'm like, I'm not sure what the exact story is there, but I probably should have Googled it and I didn't. So if anybody knows, let your girl know.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, in the comments.
I also like the little dig at Starbucks. Like they were like pushing for Turkish coffee.
Starbucks, get off me.
Yeah, I really like.
So good. I wrote that down. It's one of my favorite lyrics in the whole album.
Oh, sorry, I stole it from you. I mentioned it first.
No, it's all good. That's all good. And that means we both like it. It means it's a really good, silly lyric. Yeah. I didn't have a lot to say about this one other than, I wrote down banger. I wrote down that the beat is catchy. I also love the back and forth with the Indian lyrics and the hip hop. So, great stuff. I enjoy the hell out of this one. Cool.
Really cool.
Yeah. That will bring us on to the next song, which is a bit of a tone shift. We've got The Shadowy Light, featuring all sorts of cool people. I wrote featuring like 20 people on my notes, and that's pretty close, I think.
A lot of them, at least, were mentioned in the...
It's another very cool retro sounding beat, but somehow still modern sounding at the same time. I love that they can do that so effortlessly. This song was written like in the days following the death of Damon Albarn's father in July 2024. Some of the Indian lyrics translated say, "Come on, my boatman, the waters are deep. I want to cross to the other side." So this is this and a lot of the other songs are really like kind of diving into that Eastern take on at the afterlife and reincarnation and all that, and how like death should be celebrated. Much more palpable take on death that I think us Westies, the Western people have.
We suck on our takes with a lot of things.
Yeah, we really do. We really do. The lyric "where there is happiness, neither sorrow; where there is victory nor defeat" is another translated lyric there. Got a little bit more, but Mel, what do you think?
Yeah, this one was like so pretty in comparison to a lot that we've had. I did also just note all of in case, I'm glad you brought up the translation because I noted that too, which it was just so pretty. I do really appreciate, their vibes on death. Like we're really weird and about our mourning, and I don't like it. It's really uncomfy, actually.
It's super uncomfy.
Yeah. I really like, a big highlight was So Gruff Rice, I guess, comes in on the bridge, and I really like how they stripped back all the instrumentals to build up some tension and like added this crackling noise that was so wild. I couldn't help but hyperfix on that. And then the outro almost like completely powers down, which I thought was another really cool take. There's just so many cool sonic choices that they make throughout that they're such like treats. I don't know, but yeah, this was a lot prettier than a lot that we've had.
Yeah, there's so much complexity to each song. I think every listen there's something new I realize, and that's another thing I need to pay attention to, is how it kind of winds down there at the end. The one other note I had, so the female vocals are Asha Bosley. I apologize, I'm probably butchering that. She said in an interview with Vogue India that for her part of the song, she was telling the boatman to ferry her across the river, which is her life's journey, her birth, her relationships, her dedication to music, her achievements, her duties as a mother, daughter, sister, wife, and Indian. The boatman is a metaphor for her music, which has guided her across the river of life. And when she gets to the other side, her journey will be complete, and she will attain Mashka. You know. Which is like their big, like their nirvana. Essentially. So yeah, that's kind of what her meaning is behind her lyrics in the song. So there's a lot going on with these lyrics. There's probably a lot of stuff we're not even realizing, which I appreciate. Which again, complexity is key. It's a far cry from the Megan Maroney's and the Bruno Mars that we have already gone over. That there's a lot more going on here, I think, than meets the eye.
Agree.
Just like the movie Casablanca, there's a lot going on in that movie that's really complex, and that happens to be the title of our next song, featuring Paul Simon, not Paul Simon. That would be a way different song. And Johnny Marr. So let's listen to Casablanca. Oh, nope, that's not how you do it. Sorry. Now let's listen to Casablanca. Sorry, I'm so fixated on my transitions that I screwed up.
The inmate cells always remain open as they stare into the abyss. I don't know anything that feels like this. No, I don't know anything that hits like this.
What do you think of Casablanca?
This one again was really pretty. Another slowed down vibe. The meaning behind it, I can't tell, like it almost sounds like it could be a love song, but I think he's singing more about his grief. Like nothing else hits like that, but it's such a pretty take that it doesn't feel like he's sad, which is I don't know if it's just like an evolution again of that grief. I don't know. This one, I don't have as much to say on it, but
yeah, same.
Yeah,
I think it definitely would, based on what we've seen so far, based on the theme of the album so far. I'm sure it probably does comment on the grief a lot. Again, I couldn't make the connection either, so I'm not sure. I will say, like, this was both like serene and disconcerting at the same time. Like, I felt uncomfy, but also at peace.
Yeah.
Which is the weirdest combination of emotions to have while listening to this song.
But again, I guess grief does that to you, though. Where
can do that, yeah. Especially when you're still, as I've said before, I think we're getting through the acceptance stage of this grief throughout a lot of these songs. All looking at the optimistic side of things, the happy side of things, but also still feeling the pain, the being disconcerted, being confused, being all those things. And that's, to me, my interpretation of this album. That's where this album is hitting. That's where these lyrics are hitting. That's where the music's hitting. Processing grief in this Eastern fashion, but still feeling all that pain. And I think that there's a lot of that happening in the song. But, yeah. Any other notes on this one?
No.
Cool. Then we shall move on to the penultimate song called "The Sweet Prince." There's a little bit of that now.
Sweet prince, don't be sad. You were never meant to be here. And the sword you hold in your hand, well, its mighty blow will set you on your pattern. Next slide.
This part of the album is so weird. It's in a way that it's so good. The lyrics are so good. The messaging is so good. But musically, it's also good. But also, I don't feel the need to listen to some of these songs over and over. You know what I mean? I'm not man, I really want to hear that banger, "The Sweet Prince," again.
No.
No. But I appreciate what it's doing, at the same time.
Agree, yeah. This is definitely, like I said, there are songs that I really appreciate the concept and the artistry behind. And this is definitely one of those. It's an uncomfortable song to listen to. It's very heartbreaking. The Sweet Prince is obviously his father. And I really love the imagery of the sword you hold in your hand, well, its mighty blow will set you on your pattern path. And he's reimagining that hospital needle that is finally going to be the thing that ends his life. But it's also you're ending his suffering. So there's there's horns and there's a little bit of a levity, and it's I don't know. I guess grief is such a or death in general can be such a, when somebody's suffering, you
bittersweet.
It's you want that suffering to be over, but obviously you're still sad. So this is just an uncomfortable song to listen to, but I appreciate it's the beauty in it, if that makes sense. It's just heavy. We're in a really heavy section.
Yeah, we really are. And again, it touches on that Eastern thought on the afterlife, where we're diving back into reincarnation. You were never meant to be here. Use that sword to kick ass in the next life, essentially, is what they're saying, or at least my interpretation of what they're saying. So it's very powerful stuff. Musically, I didn't care for it that much, obviously, but not that it's bad, but it's just not for me. But finally, we do end the album with "The Sad God." So let's hear a little bit of that right now.
I gave you white sails to reach the sun. I gave you atoms, you built a bomb. Now there is nothing, and I have gone. No more mountain, no more song, no more presents up into space. Only screens left to see your face.
Yeah, I got the intel through the ink well. You do well when you think well.
I could use more of that Black Thought part.
I know. I
could have done a minute there. Yeah.
I probably should have. God, the narrative about human nature in this song, it just it hits so hard. I thought this was such a perfect way to close the album. He even mentions I don't know, like we have like the mountains are gone here, and the mountain being like this crazy metaphor for life, and it's basically like humans are gonna be, we're gonna literally cause our own undoing, or which is just it's, I don't know, it's just so powerful. Like I actually don't know how to eloquently speak about it because it's just so crazy. I don't know. As a closer, I loved this.
It's a perfect album closer for the themes going on so far and everything else. It's musically, I think it's good. It's not their best musically, but still very good. And again, another amazing Black Thought feature. I thought that he carried this song all the way through. God is sad because he gave us, or they, she, whatever. They gave us everything to make life paradise. And instead, we're just building bombs and fighting each other and screwing everything up. So yeah, mankind sucks, and that makes God sad. You know, that's what the song's all about. And
it makes me sad too.
Yeah, which makes in turn makes us sad as the people. You know, or heinous people. You know. So that what a way to end the album.
Yeah.
With that. Any other thoughts on that?
On that song? Yeah. Cool.
It's just sad. It's
a sad
just
way to heavy. Yeah, it's so heavy, especially just with like life right now. Like I talk a lot about how I don't like the way that we're just evolving as humans, and I think society in general needs to take a step back. And like we've just like there's no community anymore. Everyone's so out of touch. Everyone's too online, and it's heavy. It's hard to listen to, but I also loved it so much.
It's very good. It's a very good end to the album for sure. Okay, well, final thoughts on The Mountain. What a journey, first of all. And I'll stop there. Do you want to give us your thoughts?
Man,
first?
My thoughts are all over the place with this one.
Yeah. Same.
I like really, as far as like concept albums go, I feel like they can be really, really hit or miss. Yeah. And I really, really had a great appreciation for this album. I do think there's plenty, like there's enough in there, I think, to satisfy like OG Gorillaz fans who are looking for that original sound. Like they give us bits of it, which I really appreciate. And like I said, those are the bits that are going to make it to a playlist. But as a piece of art, I just have such a great appreciation for it, and I would revisit it. I really would. I'd have to be in the right mood to, at least to revisit it as a whole. But I gave it an 8.3. I feel like I like want to give it higher because I really do truly think it's such a masterpiece, but it doesn't have the replayability to get past that for me.
I think 8.3 is very fair. I really do. I'm going to kind of reiterate a few things I've already said. I love that the album is embracing the Eastern culture and their take on death, diving into the more optimistic, hopeful views that reincarnation brings, and that just in general celebrating deaths and the journeys that people live rather than being all sad and stuff here on the old Western hemisphere. The album is extremely cohesive, very consistent thematically, obviously, super unique all at the same time. I did start to disassociate for some of the songs later in the album because, from a musicality side, I wasn't always enjoying myself. You really, really, really have to dig into lyrics and have to dig into like the theme of the album to truly, truly enjoy this. And when you do that, incredible album, amazing album, a work of art, absolutely. But for me, just kind of a standby, here's your everyman take musicality. It's not, not my favorite album in the world, and I think that's a fair assessment.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, again, not a reflection at all of how brilliant I do think this album is and how important it is for these times, especially. I apologize for the puppies. My favorite Gorillaz songs are always the ones that incorporate hip hop into the Gorillaz signature sound. That's a personal taste thing. I wish there was a bit more of that in this album, even though there was a good amount of it. The fusion of traditional Indian music with hip hop is not something you see every day, and when they do it, it's incredible. It's always a good time. I think that's a huge untapped well of potential for artists in general that have the balls to do something like this. And if any band will do it, Gorillaz will do it. Yeah, I can't ever imagine a world where I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to listen to the Sweet Prince again, you know.
Yeah.
But there are, again, Manifesto, 10 out of 10 song. What else? What was the other one? Empty Dream Machine. I put 9 out of 10. Like there's so many songs here that I really, really enjoyed. The music's beautiful, unique. This messaging is so good. I gave this an 8.6 myself.
Okay.
Not that far from you.
Yeah.
It would probably make a top 10 albums of the year for me. It wouldn't be my favorite of the year unless I don't hear anything else really, really good this year. But, yeah, such a strong album from the Gorillaz, and so cool and so unique. And I wish more artists would take chances like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because I think it is.
Agree.
Even though they've been around for a while, and fans of the Gorillaz, I think will still love this. They're definitely taking a chance with the themes, and not so much with the theme, but with the with the style in which they did this with. Yeah, I think if they didn't hit a home run, they hit a triple, for sure with this one, and it was a good time.
What a breath of fresh air after listening to two very safe albums too.
Yes.
Like it.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I listened to this one last.
Same.
And,
yeah.
I'm very glad I did, because sometimes I'll listen to like the very boring albums last, and I can't wait to get through them. They're such slogs. So this was a breath of fresh air. And if there's anything you take away from this review, guys, breath of fresh air, solid album.
Yeah, and I also really recommend listening to it stoned.
Yeah, maybe it would be a 9 out of 10 if I did that. Yeah, absolutely.
Like you just have to make it a little night. You gotta like fully dive in.
Listen, when we're there next week, maybe we throw the
I'm not
throw this on.
It.
Yeah,
I'm not against it.
We'll get Garrett to listen to this thing.
Yeah.
And see what he thinks. That weirdo with his music taste. But
wow.
Guys, gals, everything in between. Do you agree with us? Do you think the Gorillaz has put out one of the best albums they've ever put out? Do you think it's not so great? Were you looking for more Feel Good Inc. and Clint Eastwood and all that fun stuff? Did you want more Demon Days? What did you think? Let us know in the comments. We appreciate you being here. Mel, do you have any final thoughts before we sign off on this album?
No, I'm just proud of us for actually sticking through it, and we did it.
We did it. We did not want a podcast today, and yet we did it. Our tens of fans will be so happy to see all of our new long form and short form content we'll be putting out after this. So, and I got to kind of host in the way I wanted to host this time. That's kind of fun.
Fun.
I appreciate that. I like being a bit more creative with this kind of thing, and I got to shine a little bit today without Dad.
I'm gonna have to make TikToks of just your bios.
That's what's going to get us viral and famous, is stupid fucking caveman bios.
Exactly. And Brandino's gonna fucking hate it.
This dumb spur of the moment idea. We've been planning for months on other things. That's so funny. But guys, thank you again for listening. That we do this as a passion project, obviously. We are not professionals, but we do love music, and we all know you do too. So thank you for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing, and we will see you next time. We don't have any albums on the docket, do we? Right now?
Let's see. So yeah, everything's getting a little mixed up, because we were supposed to record next weekend if we did a normal schedule, but a bunch of us weren't available, and then we do have, he put down on the list Kim Gordon with Play Me on March 13th, and then we obviously had the Harry Styles one, which I'm very okay with not reviewing that, because I'm a little heartbroken. So I'm sure we'll probably readjust what's coming up. I'm gonna assume Kim Gordon will still make an appearance though, because that's a March 13th release, so hopefully we can still get that
still knock her out. Yep. Cool. All right, well, whatever we may review next time, I hope you'll join us. Thanks for being here, and until next time, friends, we will talk to you later.
Mwah!
Bye.
3, 2, 1.